Have you noticed how you chat non-stop with your close friends and go yap 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 with your family, but when you're in a social setting, you get tongue-tied? Now, the reason behind this is a fear of rejection. And this fear of rejection is a very real fear. You feel you'll be scrutinized, you'll be judged, you'll be rejected by others at a party or at a social setting. This fear of rejection blocks you from being interesting. It makes you less memorable, less attractive, less powerful, less charismatic. But guess what? You're in direct control of how interesting a person you are. Interestingness and laziness are inversely proportional. Social scientist Vanessa Edwards calls this the lazy law. The lazy law says that the lazier you are, the less interesting you'll be. The more proactive you are, the more interesting you'll be. If you want to be more interesting, you have to do interesting things. It can be difficult to distinguish a genuine intellectual person from a fake intellectual, as the latter may try to give the impression of intelligence without actually possessing it. However, there are 5 easy tips that help you differentiate between the two. Tip number 1. Knowledge versus buzzwords. A genuine intellectual person typically has a deep understanding of their area of expertise and can articulate their ideas in a clear and a concise manner. In contrast, a fake intellectual may use buzzwords and jargon without actually understanding the concepts behind them. Tip number 2. Curiosity versus ego. Now, a genuine intellectual person is often interested in learning more about a variety of topics. They're open to new ideas and perspectives, and they are willing to admit that they don't know something. In contrast, a fake intellectual may be more concerned with appearing knowledgeable and may be defensive when challenged. Tip number 3. Tip number 3. Consistency versus inconsistency. Genuine intellectual people tend to be consistent in their views and opinions, and they're able to explain how they arrived at the conclusions. In contrast, a fake intellectual may shift their views depending on the audience or the context. Tip number 4. Action versus talk. Genuine intellectual people are often motivated to apply their knowledge and skills in order to create a positive change in the world. In contrast, a fake intellectual may be more interested in using their knowledge to impress others or to boost their own status. Tip number 5. Humility versus arrogance. Genuine intellectual people are often humble and recognize that there is always more to learn. They're not afraid to admit when they don't know something. In contrast, a fake intellectual may be arrogant and dismissive of others' ideas. 5 ways to spot a narcissist. Sign number 1. Lack of empathy. A narcissist struggles to understand or care about your feelings and needs. They may disregard your concern if it conflicts with their own desires. Sign number 2. Exaggerated sense of self-importance. A narcissist believes that they are uniquely talented or intelligent or special in some way, so they often exaggerate their accomplishments and downplay others' achievements. Sign number 3. Seeking external validation. Narcissists focus on achieving or maintaining success or power or beauty. They may obsess over their appearance, their career advancement, or their social status. Sign number 4. Need for admiration and attention. So narcissists seek constant attention from others, often at the expense of their relationships. They may become upset if they're not the center of attention or if others don't praise them enough. Sign number 5. Manipulative behavior. A narcissist person may use manipulation or other tactics to get what they want. So they may use flattery or they may use charm to win over others, or they may even use guilt or shame to control them. Whether it's a job interview or a first date or a meeting with a new client, first impression can make or break a situation. Here are 7 tips to ensure that you create a great first impression. Tip number 1. Be punctual. Nothing says I don't respect your time like being late for a meeting or for an appointment. So arrive a little early and give yourself time to catch your breath and prepare to make a good impression. Tip number 2. Dress professionally. Whether it's a business meeting or a job interview, the way you dress can have a big impact on how you're perceived. So make sure that you're dressed in clean, wrinkle-free clothing that's appropriate for the occasion. Tip number 3, be confident. Confidence can be contagious, so make sure that you stand straight, you make eye contact, and that you speak clearly. A little bit of nervousness is natural, but don't let that take over or overwhelm you. Tip number 4, do your homework. Do your research and come to the meeting or the interview with knowledge about the company or the person that you're going to talk to. So this shows that you care about the situation and that you're taking it seriously. Tip number 5, be friendly and be positive. A warm smile and a friendly attitude can go a long way in making a good first impression. Tip number 6, listen actively. Show that you're attentive and that you're interested in the person that you're talking to. Tip number 7, follow up. After the meeting, send a thank you note or an email to the person you met with. This shows that you value their time and that you're interested in continuing the relationship. So, there you are. Remember, first impressions can be tricky, but with a little bit of preparation and effort, you'll be able to put your best foot forward every time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips and tricks on how to improve your life and your career. Do you ever struggle with decision making and feel that you're constantly overthinking about things? It can be easy to get bogged down with the details and second guess yourself, but that can lead to decision paralysis and missed opportunities. Trust your intuition. Your gut feeling and hunches are a powerful tool for decision making that are based on your past experiences and knowledge. Now, here are a few reasons why intuition is so powerful. Intuition can help you make quick decisions without having to consciously analyze every situation. Intuition can lead you to creative solutions that you might not have considered otherwise. Also, intuition can help you navigate complex situations that don't have a clear right or a wrong answer. So next time you're faced with a decision, try tuning into your intuition and see where it takes you. Trust yourself and your instincts, and don't be afraid to take risks. By embracing the power of intuition, you can make more confident and effective decisions in your life.
I'll be the last one left when the...
How to join group conversations without being awkward. Hey, we went to see Pathan the other day. It's the longest movie ever. Hey, I just overheard you say that you saw Pathan. How's it? I'm planning to see it tomorrow. I believe Shah Rukh Khan's acted very well. And what about Deepika Padukone?
I'll be the last one left when the